Yo, what is up, you guys? Apex Boom. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Welcome to another task to the video. I believe this is episode 11. Not sure. Check the title right now just to make sure, but I'm not completely sure about that. Don't quote me on that. And before we get started, actually, I want to say thank you guys so much for 4,000 subscribers. You guys have no idea how much this means to me. I wish I could have something planned right this very moment, but I don't. But please be sure to look out at 5,000 subscribers. We will be having a Q&A session. Now, it's not going to be live, but if you want to have your question answered, whatever kind of question that is, what's my favorite color, what kind of music I listen to, how did I get started reselling, any type of question at all, if you want your question to possibly get answered, I will have more details in the next video or two on how you can do that. So you can have your questions submitted and I will be answering them. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Once again, thank you guys so much for 4,000 subscribers. You guys know me. I'm grateful for whatever I get. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to get five subscribers when I started this channel. Can I please talk? I wasn't expecting to get 5,000. Yeah, let's get right into it. I was trying to make something nice and sentimental, but it's just not working out. So let's get started, you guys. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with Undefeated because that's our first Shopify drop at 8 a.m. for the Nike Sacai drop. Now, as you guys know, they love to toy around with keywords, which is completely fine because that's just what they do. But you can't really get too specific because it's not really a Jordan model or anything like that. Since it's a Nike Sacai model, you can be a little bit more broad, but still not too broad because you don't want to pick up any just lingering items. So if you want to go for the black colorway of the Sacai's, we'll just do Nike Sacai. What? Nike Sacai? Excuse me? Nike Sacai. And then we'll do black. But that's not it. We'll also do a comma, and that will bring up a new set of keywords that we could put in. We'll do Nike Sacai Summit, and this is just another colorway for the black shoe. Now, if you want to go for the white colorway, we'll do Nike Sacai Royal, like so. And if you want to, I don't think it'll pick up, but if you want, you can do Nike Sacai. Oops, forgot the space. Nike Sacai. You can do white, or you can do fuchsia, or if you don't want to do white, you can do fuchsia. Now, discretion, I don't know how to spell fuchsia, so look up how to spell fuchsia before you actually want to put fuchsia as a keyword. I think it's spelled like that, but I don't know. All right, now let's just go ahead and erase that so I won't be held liable for anything that just so happens to happen. Like I always say, feel free to use whatever keywords you want to. You're not bound to just using these. Whatever you're comfortable with, whether that comes from the bot Discord group, your cook group, from Twitter, I don't know, wherever you want to get them from, as long as you're comfortable with using them, go for it. Now, for our mode of choice, we're going to go with Cyborg 3.0 because that is the anti-bot countermeasure for NSV. Please use whatever countermeasure that you're using for any other bot, whether that be safe mode, like for, not safe mode, but safe preload, like for Cyber and a few other bots, and so on and so forth. Just make sure you're using anti-bot, or else you will not be checking out anything. Now, for Undefeated, since you have to use an account, it is required. I like to just use at most one task per account. If you want to get a little dangerous and do more than that, that's completely fine, but I'm not going to do that. And as always, select whatever size you want. If you want to go for a multitude of sizes, and it'll select out of these bunches of sizes, you can do something like 7, 8, 9. So it'll choose any out of these 3 sizes. It won't choose a 7 and 9 and 8. It'll choose 7 or 8 or 9. I feel like I said that wrong the first time, but yeah, y'all just bear with me. You guys just bear with me. We're going to choose our profile, and of course no proxies, because that's the best thing to work on Shopify, honestly. And like I always say, we're going to go ahead and set our delays to 10,000 milliseconds. If you want to have the share monitor on, you can, but I don't really recommend it. Well, no, I'm not going to say that. It's a personal preference. If you want it on, that's completely fine, but I don't typically have mine on. Of course, login is required. Go ahead and put in your login credentials, like so. And then we're going to submit our task. So you guys know the deal by now. You have to make sure that your delays are lowered 1 minute to 30 seconds before the drop goes live. So that means actually using hotkeys. And I'm going to press Control left click on the mouse and then Control M and drop my delay down to 2600 milliseconds. But that's just because I'm using solely one task. If I was using, for example, if I was going to use multiple accounts or multiple tasks, and say, let's say, use 3 tasks, I would drop my delays to 3,500 milliseconds flat. No higher, no lower, straight up, just right there. But if you're using one task and you're fine with doing 2,600, that's a little low. If you want to go to something a little bit more comfortable for you, like 2,800 or 3,000 for just one task, that's completely fine as well. Now let's move on to 10 a.m. drops. I don't know how many sites are actually going to be dropping these, because I know these are going to be a little hard to get. So I wish everybody the best of luck. As you guys know, you need an early link with Kith 9 times out of 10. There's only a handful of bots that are actually able to pick up with Kith. So please be sure that you have an early link on deck, whether it be from your cook group, your bots Discord, or from Twitter, wherever you get your information from. Make sure you have an early link, because keywords may work. They may work depending on the bot, but you just don't know. You can never be too sure. So 99.9% of the time, early link is your best option. Now, like I always say, I always use Kith as the dummy site. So this goes for any site you want to run at 10 a.m. It's virtually a carbon copy of the matter of fact, it's literally a carbon copy of Undefeated. So just to show you guys, instead of just wasting time just typing them in again, we're just gonna simply just copy that. And like I said, hypothetically, using Kith as the dummy, don't actually put in keywords for Kith, use early link for Kith, paste the keywords in, simple like that. Of course, you need to use Cyborg 3.0 for the number of tasks. Since we're going for, excuse me guys, my dog is barking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the hiccup. Where was I? Oh yeah, that's right. So you want to use, of course, anti-bot, still the same, Cyborg 3.0 for NSB, safe mode, preload, whatever type of anti-bot countermeasure your bot uses, please be sure to have that and put it into the bot. Now for Kith, since you're not bound to just one account, the only 10 a.m. site I know that you're bound to an account for is Concepts. So if you're running for Concepts, try to use one account per profile. One account per profile. But other than that, you should be scratch free. So now with this, for the number of tasks I would suggest at most 5 tasks. Am I going to be doing that personally myself? No, because as you guys know, I try to run at the very most 2 tasks myself, because I do not use Proxies when it comes to Shopify. That's just my personal preference. That's what's worked for me for literally like 5-6 months. So, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So if you're going to run hypothetically, you know what? No, let's not even say 5 tasks. Let's say 4 tasks. Let's say if you're going to run 4 tasks, we're going to make 2 tasks with no proxy. So we'll do 2 tasks with no proxy like this. And let me select my billing profile. And we'll go ahead and lower our delays. Oops, we'll go ahead and lower our delays to 10,000. And then we will go ahead and submit it. So now we'll have 2 tasks with no proxy. And then we will go ahead and make another 2 tasks with our ISP proxies, because ISP proxies are the next best thing. Resis are too slow and DCs may get banned. ISPs may get rate limited, but you know, it's better than nothing, honestly. So go ahead and input that again. So what you will want to do in this scenario once the drop actually goes live is that you can drop the excuse me guys, once again, like I said, for Undefeated, control left click and drag onto both the no proxy task, and then control M, and you can set the delay to either 3,500, no, I'll do 3,200 milliseconds, and set it to that. And when you do that, make sure you're doing that 1 minute to 30 seconds before the drop goes live. But with your ISP proxies, what you can do is, since you have a lot more proxies and towards the task ratio, you can do something, you have a lot more wiggle room. So if you wanted to, you could do something like 2,600 by 2,600, or you could do something like 2,500 by 2,500. You know, whatever floats your boat, because you have more tasks. You're not just limited to just one proxy like you are with no proxy. So yeah, you guys, just know when the product picks up, soft capture as quickly as you can and proceed to check our process. I wish all of you guys the best of luck with this drop. Thank you guys again for 4,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 5K. Then we have the Q&A, and who knows what'll be after that. I may do something crazy. It all just depends on when. Thank you guys. Have a good night, day, evening. I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.